Guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I'm going to talk a little bit today about something that I think is messed up. Now, a lot of people won't read into it like that, but I mean, I'm going to come with a different perspective, and what it is I want to talk about this lady right here. This is Wanquilla Anthony. I think I said that right. Wanquilla Anthony is an ex-sheriff deputy that worked at Fulton County jail. Now, I've been coming at Fulton County jail a little bit, in a few stories I've been doing as of late. And in my opinion, man, I mean, I don't think Fulton County jail is the worst jail out, but I think it's one of the worst jails, and it's a lot of jails like this. And Wanquilla Anthony, what she did is a perfect example. This lady right here, ladies and gentlemen, supposedly filled out fraudulent overtime cards. And during these overtime cards, she has stolen over $130,000 in taxpayer money and didn't do a lick of work. Wasn't even at the job, but saying she was there. Guys, I want to play you this clip. After we get done playing this clip, I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about a few points in this clip that don't make no sense to me. And everybody, that's seen the story is putting the blame on a lot of different people, but I think heads are going to roll in this. And it's going to be more than just one person. So check this out. Let's jump. We'll come back to it. Check it out.
The Fulton sheriff locks up another one of his own deputies.
As Fox 5's Morris Diggs reports now, the deputy is accused of getting big overtime checks for hours she didn't work.
Fox 5 has reported on a total of 4 incidents over the past few weeks involving officers. This one is different in that it does not involve contact with inmates, but still serious at the felony level.
Add another mugshot, Wanquilla Anthony, to the list that administrators for Patrick Labat, the Fulton sheriff, would have preferred not to take. The latest allegation of misconduct by officers stems from record keeping and a review of employee time cards. An investigator cross-checked overtime hours submitted by Anthony with supervisors and allegedly found forgeries. From court documents, the investigator wrote, "I interviewed Sergeant Norwood, who indicated she had not signed the time adjustment sheet I presented. Sergeant Norwood indicated she was not aware of detention officer Wanquilla Anthony working many overtime hours. She frequently calls out." Now, in addition to Anthony's bogus overtime case, recall the officer on the left who was terminated and accused of having an inappropriate relationship with an inmate. There was also the officer on the right, said to have facilitated attacks on an inmate by inappropriately unlocking a cell door. Now, all three have gone from wearing the sheriff's badge to behind bars.
I can understand the uneasiness that the community must feel, but I can reassure the community members that those individuals don't represent the agency as a whole. Those are isolated incidents.
There could be more to be ousted. Recall that a staffer smuggled in restaurant steak dinners, apparently for some favorite inmates to enjoy. Who was that individual?
You could hardly think of a worse time for the sheriff to be dealing with this. He's very short on personnel. He can't afford to lose anyone. From Northwest Atlanta, I'm Morris Diggs, Fox 5 News.
Well, there you have it, guys. Another officer of the law in Fulton County Jail caught up in some mess. Now, I don't even know what's wrong with this woman and why she even thought she wouldn't get caught doing this. But Wanquilla Anthony is an idiot. I'm just saying it. I'm putting it right out there. We're not even going to play around with this. Fraudulent timesheets. She forged names of people she hasn't even worked with for 2 years. How did you not think you was going to get caught? See, that tells you a lot, though, about how lackadaisical we are as people. Sometimes in our job, to where you give somebody an inch, or somebody can walk an inch, they start to walk a mile. People get real comfortable in criminality. You're supposed to be on the side of justice. you're wearing the badge, everything else like that comes with it. How are you getting corrupted by the corrupted? Think about that. You're getting corrupted by the corrupt. Let me say that. The same people you're supposed to be monitoring and keeping in jail or bondage for punishment of a crime they did against society, you're doing the same thing. It makes no sense. That is some pot calling the kettle black shit if I ain't never heard it. And I think she ain't the only one that was doing that. Think about it. You had the lady that was calling the shots, letting inmates get their asses beat and messed up. You had the freak ass broad sucking on inmate fingers and all kind of stuff, letting them know that she can work the pole. Now you got this. She's a married woman and stealing money. I'm gonna tell you something. They said she frequently called out. Her ass should have been going over that. It's a lot of lackadaisicalness when it comes to like prison employees. I don't feel like coming in today. Hey, can I call up them? And it's not like a regular job sometimes. I know people that worked in these situations. Just call out. I won't be in tomorrow. What? Is that easy? Guys, we know for normal, man, the cat just scratched me. For normal jobs, you know, we can't just call out like that. But I mean, some people got it like that. They got it like that. Like I said, she frequently called out, citing her husband's health. Now that's the key. That's what I'm going to talk about. You got a husband. You ain't going to work all the time. Why you ain't asking no questions? Number two, is he really sick? Because if you're making $130,000, I'm going to tell you something, guys. If you ever made $130,000, if you live in a certain way or you used to live in a certain way, $130,000 a year is a lot of money. You can pay your bills, pay off, a nice car note, live in a nice place, and still have a little bit of money left over if you're doing it right. So my thing is, how come nobody caught this? Same thing with the husband. Bro, you see she making a lot of money. Why you ain't asking no questions? I think he was in on it. Think about it. I think he was in on it. Y'all got this thing. They don't even check my time sheets or nothing. We fill our own time out. Man, I got it like that. You know how we do when we get in these positions. He probably was like, oh, I hope you know what you're doing. He ain't taking no assertive role. Like, hey, you need to cut that crap out. You endanger you and me. Because I bring him in for questions. And if he knew about it, you know what I'm saying? Or he spent any of that money knowing that, she was doing this skimming up the top, he need to get in trouble too. For real, he need to get in trouble too. Because now he's accomplice. There is some sloppiness in the bookkeeping, record keeping in the sheriff's office. Some people in there need to get sent away too. Not locked up, but I mean, they need to get fired. Guys, listen. She willfully chose to steal taxpayer money. Think about that. They'll come lock you up for child support anytime. Or if you owe something to the IRS, they'll come get your ass. And they don't care about nothing, no color but green. Evidently, she did too. Because from her normal salary of being $50,000 to her stealing over $130,000, which is twice that salary plus the salary she makes, ain't no way. That's jail time. And you know what I think? It seems like when somebody that signs up for these law positions, these lawful positions where they're supposed to be keeping law and order and stuff like that, I think they need to get the maximum penalty on any crime they do that they know they shouldn't be doing. That'll make a lot of people straighten back up and walk a straight line when they know that they doing something wrong, or to make them think twice. Now, I'm going to tell you something. The way I look at it with a lot of these prison guards naturally getting in trouble and stuff like that, being around them type of people a lot of times, you start to get consumed with some of the silliness you see. Her sitting in jail, it might be upsetting her because her normal life, but remember, she works in jail all the time, so it's like she's at work. So she's just behind another door that can't be opened or closed when she wants it to. Think about it. Sometimes, I forgot the quote, but it was a quote saying that if any good man will be turned, I might be saying this wrong, any good man will be turned evil by those around him. It was something weird like that. But anyway, yeah, you know, I mean, it don't make no sense for her to be like that. And like I said, she's not the only one. What else am I missing up here? Here's another thing. You're gonna put a man's name, a sergeant's name on there, and then do the fake thing, you know, the fake signature, right? Like he wasn't gonna get caught. And then they go to him like, hey man, you wrote this stuff. He like, man, I ain't worked for her in 2 years. I ain't seen her in 2 years on shift. Now you're really looking stupid. Man, listen, they lucky I ain't the judge. Because if I was the judge, I'd make a spectacle out of her. I'll have her in there. If she was speaking on there, taking a stand, I'd be like, yo, how'd you think you wasn't gonna get caught? How did you think nobody was gonna catch you doing this? What went through your mind when you was like, I'm stealing money? Did you even think, hey, I'm stealing taxpayers' dollars? And see what she say. In the middle of her talking about, all right, get her out of here. Get her out of here. No way. Guys, it's funny how people get these jobs and sign up for the job and the money's still not enough for them. They got to do something else. This is nothing but willful error and greed. Oh, my husband's sickly. See, I think she was saying that and setting it up in case she got caught. I bet you nothing wrong with that dude. And if it is, I'm sorry. But honestly, I think that was her excuse. Because I don't see nobody stealing money like this and in jail and knowing that they can get in trouble. And all of a sudden, you know what I mean? That was her alibi. Oh, he was sickly. So that's just saying in court. Yeah, he was sick spending that money. He was love sick for that dough. But anyway, we'll see what happens with this one. But this is messed up, man. It's classless. And it's no wonder the jails out there is messed up. I mean, it's a bunch of stuff coming out of Fulton County Jail. Man, you got family in there, man. If y'all can get them out, man. If y'all can't, look, shit. I'm Stock Mike Steve. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. I'm sorry for the issue with the cat, man. I keep putting her up, and she keeps jumping out of anything I put her in. So I'm going to lock her in the bathroom next time. It ain't going to be cruel to the animals. It's only going to be about 20 minutes. So, but as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Appreciate you listening to me ramble as always. I love you. You know that. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.